Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB. Are your benefits ending in February? That's a good question and a major concern I want to address right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now this is a major concern that I've seen down below in the comments section, and I've had a few of you right here in the community send me private emails asking, is this something we need to be concerned about, and does this mean our benefits are going to be ending in February? Well, that's what I want to focus on here in this video, because just a few videos back, I was out talking about the debt ceiling and how the United States is going to be reaching the debt limit. Well, some of you have been wondering, is this going to impact our benefits in a big way, and does this mean our benefits are ending? Again, I want to focus on that here in the video because Congress is actually talking about some different provisions and what it would mean for the low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries, as this is a major issue. So let's get into it and talk about what's going on and what all of this means for you and your monthly check. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on, as things are changing very rapidly. We're getting new announcements and new information hitting the wire, and I want to bring that to you in these videos so you can understand how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything showing up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of as a low-income beneficiary. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss any videos going forward, and also remember, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and as always, that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. Alright, thanks again. Let's get into it and talk about the latest details on this debt ceiling issue, the debt limit, and what does it mean for fixed income beneficiaries and the millions of people I mentioned at the beginning of this video. All right, so this is a major concern, and again, a really good question. However, I want to reassure you, your benefits are not ending, okay? I want to make that very clear. Please do not be worried about this. Your benefits will not be ending. All right, now, I've actually made a couple videos about this over the last few days here, and the previous videos where I did talk about this, okay? Let me break this down for you, because here's what it would actually come down to. In the event that the United States reaches the debt ceiling, which we pretty much are right now, so it's not like an abnormal thing, we're pretty much here right now. Now, we do know that this is up to Congress to do something about it. In other words, to raise the debt ceiling. Are they actually going to do it? Well, we don't really know yet, okay? We have no clue what Congress is going to do yet, and they probably don't have a clue either, right? However, this is up to Congress to raise the debt ceiling, okay? Now, here's the deal. Historically and traditionally, in the event that the debt ceiling would be reached and or breached, as in we potentially default on the debt here in this country as a whole, not us individually, but as a whole country, if we were to default, in some instances, this may actually impact benefits. However, just stick with me here, for example, because I'm using this as an example and I'm laying this all out to let you know what's actually going on. And then I want to break this down to let you know what Congress is floating, as in the ideas that Congress are floating and the plan that they're floating as well. All right, so here's what it comes down to. Traditionally, this may impact benefits, as in there could potentially be a delay to benefits and the distribution. It does not mean their benefits would stop. It just simply means that possibly there would be a delay to the distribution of payments. And again, not a good situation because everybody relies on their checks in a pretty big way, right? You rely on your payment, you need it immediately. The day that comes around that you get your check, you need that right away, right? You can't delay a day or 2 or 5 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You can't delay like that, right? You need that money immediately. So historically, that may be the problem, okay? However, here's the situation. So, since we're potentially right up in this, right in this situation now where the debt ceiling could be, breached, all these things like this, and it's up to Congress and we have no clue what they're going to be doing. Congress is floating a plan, and their plan is to, even though Congress may not be able to come together on an agreement for the debt ceiling, raising the debt ceiling, or whatever they're planning on doing, they did come together on this agreement, which would be the country would continue to pay the debt to pay the interest on the debt, and to make sure that payments for Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA benefits would continue to be paid on time. That is the plan that they're floating. So again, Even though generally sometimes this could impact payments, the plan coming out of Congress would be, they're basically saying this much. Hey guys, if we can't get our work done, let's just make sure that the country will continue to pay the interest on the debt and that payments for fixed income beneficiaries will continue to go out with no disruption, no interruption at all. Okay, so that's good. That's a really good thing right there. So when it comes down to it, to answer the simple question and the concerns that I've been seeing down below in the comment section, as well as the private emails that I've been receiving, will this impact your benefit and does this mean that your benefit will be ending as of February? The answer is no. Your benefit will not be ending as of February. And will this disrupt payments? According to what their plan is in Congress and the ideas that they're floating, no. Yet again, it would not impact payments, okay? But like I said earlier, if Congress did not have this plan, then yes, it could potentially impact payments, as in it could disrupt the flow of these payments and it could disrupt the actual distribution of them. However, because Congress has this plan, again, thank you, Congress, for actually thinking of people who are low income and fixed income, because of this plan that they have in place, according to that, it would not disrupt the distribution of the payments. So again, pretty good stuff, right? So when it comes down to it, for those of you that are concerned about this, no, your benefits will not be ending as of February. No, this should not disrupt your payments at all. But remember this much as well. As I discussed in the video the other day and in that previous video, which was the remarks out of the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, is she said that the Treasury is going to start implementing some special accounting maneuvers. Again, I don't know what that means, but it sounds really fishy to me. But anyway, whatever they're going to be doing, they could potentially push off a potential default here in the United States. In other words, completely defaulting on the debt out until around early June. So it looks like this is giving us a few more months of time, even though we're pretty much at the debt ceiling right now. Okay, we're reaching it pretty much right now. However, according to what I found and what I talked about in that video the other, few videos back, which was apparently we were about $78 billion away from the debt ceiling. Basically, we're at the debt ceiling, okay? And then the Treasury is sitting on $346 billion that they can still play around with here for a little bit longer. So, according to what Janet Yellen is saying, the Treasury Secretary, we have a little bit of time here. We have a few months to go while Congress goes back and forth and they decide what they're going to do on that whole thing. But as of, right now, this seems to be not a concern. And even in the event, this is my understanding of it, even in the event that we potentially go into a default, again, not sure if that's going to happen, but I wouldn't put it past them at this point, okay? In the event that we go into a default here in the country, according to the plan floating in Congress, sounds like we wouldn't have anything to worry about when it comes down to fixed income benefits because their plan suggests and states that benefits still be distributed on time with no disruption, with no interruption for fixed income beneficiaries. So, not bad, right? That's pretty good stuff. Even though an actual default in this country would be probably a pretty big deal and it'd probably cause a lot of volatility in a lot of different areas. When it comes down to your monthly check, it sounds like it would have no impact. It sounds like it would have no disruption to your monthly check at all. Again, that's good news, right? Anyway, I hope this helps to better understand the situation. I know it's very confusing, and honestly, it's one of these situations we don't talk about all that often because it doesn't come up all that often. In fact, the last time we talked about the debt ceiling was way back in the end of 2021 when Congress was playing the same game, right? So again, as of right now, it sounds like it's fine, right? And for fixed income beneficiaries, sounds like there shouldn't be any problems with this. But it's a very complicated and kind of complex topic. Even my wife, Corey, many of you here in the community know her. The other day, she's like, hey, what does the debt ceiling mean? Like, I heard you talking about it. What does it even mean? And I'm like, okay, well, it's basically the amount of money the federal government can spend up to that limit, and then they got to raise the debt ceiling again, otherwise we default. In other words, it's like the credit line on a credit card. You get a $1,000 credit line, you spend up to the limit, and then you say, hey, credit card company, can I get some more credit limit here? I need to spend more money, otherwise I might default. You kind of get what I'm saying? Pretty much the same thing with the federal government. So that was kind of my explanation to my wife, Corey. It's kind of a complicated topic, but this is what they have to deal with, and yeah. The only difference is, for us personally, we might have a credit limit for our credit cards of, say, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, something like this. However, when it comes to the federal government, they have $31.4 trillion. That's a crazy number, right? Try to write down 31.4 trillion on a piece of paper. I'd be willing to bet you're probably going to miss a set of zeros, or probably even two. It's a lot of zeros. It's a lot of digits. It's 4 commas. So just try to do that, right? Anyway, hope this one helps you out. But again, when it comes down to it, I'm going to say this much. Don't worry about your benefit, okay? Again, I'm not the person that makes the final say in all this stuff, but according to my understanding of this, there should be nothing to worry about when it comes to fixed income benefits, okay? So I know another hairy situation playing out right in front of us that we got to continue to pay attention to. But of course, I'll continue to watch it, and as I get more details on anything, of course, I'll break it all down. But for those of you that have been asking the questions, and for those of you that have been sending the emails, I hope this answers the question for you and gives you a further explanation of what's going on with the debt ceiling and what this means for fixed income beneficiaries. Anyway, I know, another weird situation. We'll see what happens to come up tomorrow, right? More craziness, I'm sure of it. Anyway, hope this one helps you. Please make sure to enjoy your day. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, so you don't miss any videos going forward. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands upon thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.